Hello, my friends. Today is December 18, and my name is Sensei Alexey Kunin. This is my blog, and my blog is about my life journey. Today, we'll be talking about MMA. In my last video, we had a discussion comparing traditional Japanese Jiu-Jitsu and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It was not really a comparison, it was more, we were talking about differences and what the plus and minuses Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu have. Today, I receive a lot of inquiries to talk about MMA. MMA, which is mixed martial arts, and it's not a new concept. Actually, it's been around for thousands of years, this concept. Ancient Greeks had MMA. They called it pankration. Ancient Romans had MMA, and it was gladiators games when they would fight each other to the death. In more modern times, we had a kind of coming back to this idea. My favorite probably fight venue was K1 in Japan. I think that was the best because it had no rules, no weight categories, no time limit, no restrictions, and whoever was better, stronger, better skilled martial artist would win. So I think it was the best, but then it just closed down. I think UFC bought it. I'm not sure, but I heard that UFC bought K1 and closed it down. And so then they came UFC. At the beginning, it was not bad because, again, it was not too many rules and regulations, the first few fights. And then they start regulating. They started putting restrictions and rules and weight categories and time limits. So it's not anymore what we wanted to see. Over the years, it became very, very popular because the media again did their job, YouTube videos, all the media start raising this in the eyes of a young generation. So now the young generation think this is it. MMA, it's like the highest level you can get. But let's look what is MMA, mixed martial arts. That's what it is. It's a mixed. Well, MMA, it's if the person wants to become good at MMA, they have to a little bit, not in depth, but understand and practice a little bit of boxing, kickboxing, karate, wrestling, a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a little bit of judo to understand the throws. So you're taking different disciplines and trying to put it together and calling yourself MMA fighter. But, each discipline takes years to master. Years. You cannot do it in 6 months or in a couple years, not even 10 years. If you take 2-3 different disciplines and putting it together as a fighter. So unfortunately, what I believe, what I think, with my years and years of training and experience, you cannot be a good MMA fighter if you have a little bit of boxing, a little bit of kickboxing, a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a little bit of judo, wrestling, and then you're becoming MMA fighter, then you're master of what? You're master of nothing. Because it takes a lifetime, 20 years at least, to become good in each art. So in my opinion, modern MMA, it's not a complete art because it takes years to practice and perfect what you do. So it's not just technique, but putting those techniques together, transitioning from striking to grappling to throws. It's just impossible for 20, 30-year-old guys to become really, really good at it. Yes, it became a huge business. MMA, it's $1 billion industry. UFC is like $1 billion business. So I believe, yes, there were some of those guys are really good fighters, but from a martial art point of view, there is no perfection. They studied a little bit there, a little bit there. And of course, the most important thing, it's highly regulated. It means it's regulated by weight categories, things that you can and cannot do, certain restrictions. The minute any martial art is regulated and telling you, you cannot do this and this, you have to fight only this way, there is a time limit, you cannot strike those striking areas, it's losing the combat application. It becoming, yes, it's a sport, but it's more as a show now, to make money. So my kind of, what I think of it, it's entertaining. Personally, I don't watch MMA. I'm not interested, but it's very entertaining, nothing else. Not in a real combat, a lot of things gonna be different. In a real hand-to-hand combat in the street, a lot of things are gonna be different reality. You can use weapons, and you can be striking things that it's illegal to use in MMA. So again, this might take my little view of modern MMA. And my name is Sensei Alexey Kunin, and I will talk to you guys in my next blog. Bye-bye.